It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Carolina Panthers, next on Madden Football.
Let's go, baby.
The Panthers since 1996. Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. We welcome you to EA Sports coverage of the National Football League. Welcome to the booth, everyone. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson, all set for a good one here. Greg, this is one of those interesting things because you talk to both coaches. They've schemed, plotted all week, and the question becomes, who's got the plan that's going to fit against this other team?
Well, that's always the question, and I think if we really got honest responses from some of these play callers in pregame, I think they're not even quite sure. Everyone goes in feeling really good about the week work. They feel really good about where they are from a game plan perspective. But now, can you adjust? Can you find the elements of that game plan that are best suited for having success in this given game? That's the key.
All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. They are led out by their quarterback, Dak Prescott.
If he's going to lead his team to a win, he has to be smart with his decision-making. The last thing you want to do is give the opposing team an extra possession solely because you got reckless with the ball. As long as he is calculated with those risks, I think they have a good chance today coming out on top.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Dak gonna put it up right away. He's got a man, it's CeeDee Lamb. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, get on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. Work to now as they come up on 2nd and from the shotgun, it's Dak. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive.
Defenses talk all week about the importance of coming out on the opening drive and setting the tone. Well, through the first 3 plays of this game, they've gotten the quarterback down on 2 of them.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Prescott. Here's a screen set up to Williams. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. Cowboys special teams unit heads out for the punt. Raheem Blackshear is set to return for the Panthers. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Panthers now ready to get to work on offense for the first time. And they're led by Bryce Young, the #1 overall pick, Greg, out of Alabama back in 2023.
When he was taken as the first overall pick in the draft a couple years ago, Mike, certainly was not because of his physical stature. it was because of his mind. It was because of his processing ability. It was because of all the intangibles that they believed they saw in his days coming out of Alabama. Now, he's gotten some experience under his belt from a rookie year that had its ups and downs. He has all the talent in the world. Now he's got to go out and just capture it and make it happen.
And to about the 34-yard line, Maris Leofau there on the stop. Second down and 8. Another run here with Hubbard. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They drop him in the backfield. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. They come to the line needing 11 here on third down. Slot man in motion left. From the gun here on third down, it's Young. That's complete to the rookie out of Miami. A gain there of 15. It's good for a Panther first down.
Nice job there, getting the ball to your slot receiver and then letting him get to work. It's a nice feeling as a quarterback when you can just have a short throw still result in a big gain.
First and 10. In motion comes the tight end, Evans. Young to throw on first and 10. Fires left sideline. That is complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
He sets this route up perfectly. You'll see he attacks the inside leverage of the defender, thinking he's going to run an in-breaking route. Then he gets back vertical and breaks out, creates separation, ball's on time, picks up an easy first down.
On play action, Young. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. They'll try again here. Second and 10. Young hands it to Hubbard. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down. From the gun, it's Young. He'll let this go towards the end zone.
I'd say one of the most critical, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. And the Panthers will take a 3-0 lead. So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. Good kickoff, returnable from the 4. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Cowboys offense ready to see the football for the second time. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with first and 10. Tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard. 2nd and 11. Handoff here, up the middle, and he'll get about 4 to the 29. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Here's 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. They get 12 yards on that pass. That's good for a Dallas first down.
That's already 2 catches for this guy, and we haven't even seen him hand the ball to him yet. And that's really what these running backs have become in the league. They're really just all-around weapons, and if the ground game's not working, you can go to the air, and vice versa. The more times this guy touches the ball, the better it is for this offense.
A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Javonte Williams. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it. Third and 9. A shotgun snap for Prescott. Open man, left side, he's got it. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, than on 3rd down or critical moments. That's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. That's deep for the back of the end zone. To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Jackson.
And this is what comes when you decide to attack outside the numbers. You have to have a quarterback that's A, willing to make tough throws, and B, the arm strength to do it. He has the arm. I just think that one was a little too reckless, and they end up with a big interception.
The Panthers offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They had the field goal on the opening drive, took the early lead. See if they can improve on that here. 3-0 our score as we begin 1st and 10. Get this drive started on the ground. It's Hubbard. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. They'll put a receiver in motion right. Throwing on 2nd down, Young. This one caught left side by Evans. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Young. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
On now is the punt team for the Panthers. Cavante Turpin to return for the Cowboys. This will be returned from the other side of midfield. And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50 and set up the offense with a short field. The Cowboys offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll start from the plus side of midfield, looking to possibly take the lead here. It's 1st and 10. Now Prescott. In the middle of the field, it's taken by CeeDee Lamb. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. In motion, Lamb. Now a 2nd down throw for Prescott. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
Well, it's been pretty clear this offense has wanted to get this running back involved in the passing game here in the first half. And with the success they've found, I expect the rest of the game to go very similar.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Prescott now. A quick slant taken by Lamb. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. On the ground, this is Williams. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. To throw is Dak. That one taken in. CeeDee Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Cowboys move out to a 7-3 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Raheem Blackshear on the return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Panthers offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They trail by 4, a touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Young. in trouble, and down he goes. Micah Parsons, too tough to stop, gets in to bring him down.
The best play action teams, what they do so well is they marry the run game and the pass game. Before the ball is snapped, it all looks the same. Down and distance, pre-snap ID. Unfortunately, in this case, the defense knew exactly what was coming. They knew it was pass. They rushed the passer and come away with a sack.
They're going to run right over center with Hubbard. Finding room at the 35. And finally, they'll bring him down, but he's up beyond the 45-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the bootleg, it's Young. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll run it. It's out of a gun, and it's Hubbard. Not much there. A yard or 2 down to the 48. The All-Pro Micah Parsons there for the stop. Third and 5. Now Young. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. They get 14 on that hookup. It's a Carolina first down.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
In motion comes the tight end, Evans. On 1st and 10, here's Young. There's Evans. He's got it. Here's 2nd and 2. So after 1, it's the Cowboys with the early edge. And we'll return to Charlotte in a moment. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. On the give, it's Hubbard. He'll manage only a couple. Osa Odigizua there on the tackle. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. They'll try to run for it with Hubbard. And he's going to have a Panthers first down. He's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. Back to throw, Young. With the middle of the field, he's got Evans. And he'll be taken down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. From the 1, 2nd and goal. They're trying to run it. It's Hubbard. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Chuba Hubbard. Touchdown, Carolina. The extra point try forthcoming. His kick is good. The Panthers are on top. It's now 10-7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here's Turpin. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Here's Dak Prescott and the Cowboy offense set to go again. They'll do so with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Dak. He's going to run it. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. Dak going to throw it here on 1st down. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
It'll be a run out of the gun with Williams. He'll inch forward for maybe a yard. Play is made there by DJ Wanham. Got to get this to the 25. Here's 3rd down. Prescott. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys will level the score at 10 apiece. That's the danger. They try to sell out and block it, instead get the roughing call, and it results in a first down. Here's Dak to throw. That is caught. And he's in. George Pickens. Touchdown, Dallas. Now Aubrey for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Cowboys are on top. It's 14-10. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Blackshear. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin then. The Panthers offense and their back Chuba Hubbard set to come back on the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. In motion comes the tight end, Evans. A short one there, caught by Tremble. And good yardage there after the catch to wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. In motion comes the tight end, Evans. On 2nd down, Young. He'll dump this down to Hubbard. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? So, from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. The motion man is Sanders. A give up the middle, it's Hubbard. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there on the stop. Here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Young. Time for the deep shot, looking for Thielen. A big play for the Panthers. an even 40 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, and they'll run. Here's Hubbard. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. A 2nd down throw for Young. That into the hands of Hubbard. And he's going to lose yardage. How about the defense standing up in the red zone? They'll mark it at the 10. Here's a 3rd down and 4. In motion comes the tight end, Evans. From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. The Panthers going to turn things over to the field goal unit. This, about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Panthers are back within a point. It's 14-13. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here's Turpin. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Cowboys offense and George Pickens out for their next possession. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Williams. He'll be brought down after a short pickup to the 45. Here's 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap for Prescott. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
When you call these double moves, you're going for broke. You're looking to throw this ball over the head of the defense, so give a lot of credit to the defensive backs. Yes, it led to a completion, but this was not the big play the offense intended when the coordinator called that play.
Third and short. Prescott. Open man, left side. He's got it. A gain there of 11. 1st down, Cowboys.
2 defenders in the area, Mike, but it just doesn't seem to matter. This is an offense that continually trusts their guys to make big plays regardless of the coverage, and they're able to pick up a fresh set of downs because of it.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. Quick throw here is complete. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. In motion, Lamb. Prescott again. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. He's got it at the 3. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Aubrey now for the extra point. He gets it to go. And the Cowboys extend the lead to 8. It's 21-13. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Blackshear. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Panthers offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. In motion comes the tight end, Evans. This drive begins with a run by Hubbard. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Out of the shotgun, Young. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. Third and long. Here's Young. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Here's the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he looks up, and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll begin here on the ground, finding room across midfield. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick first down. Two minutes remain here in this first half. Back with more from Charlotte. After this, a fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. To throw is Dak. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5. Pistol now for Prescott. That's complete left side to Pickens. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. Now Prescott. To the outside, looked in by Lamb.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
They'll throw again. Dak. Throwing over the middle. This one is complete. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Again, Prescott to the air. This one caught by CeeDee Lamb. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Bold decision there by this quarterback to attack a guy who's already made you pay for challenging him earlier today. He trusted his guy to not only win, but to defeat man coverage, and I think he got away with one there.
Looked like movement over there on the left side, and the flag is down. That's on Tyler Guyton, the tackle. To the air again, Prescott. He bought as much time as he could, but he will finally be taken down. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Prescott now. He'll try to run for it. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. On 4th down, here's Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal try. This one will be from 37 yards out. Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
All right, Mike, we'll take it from there as we welcome everyone into our EA Sports studios and our halftime report. These two teams making their way back out of their locker room, so that means we're just about set for the second half. And to bring it your way, we go back out to Mike and Greg.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back It is quarter number 3. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The home team's offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Now Young. Working free downfield. It's Thielen. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
On first down, it is Hubbard. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Donovan Wilson will bring him down. Second down and 8. On the bootleg, it's Young. Quick throw, taken in. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Tremble comes in motion. Back to throw, Young. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a first down. In motion comes the tight end, Evans. On 1st and 10, here's Young. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Young. The throw on the run is complete. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
There's 2 big key pieces the way you want to evaluate quarterbacks in the NFL, Mike, is the first one, how do they operate on 3rd down? But the second one, how do they throw the ball when it's not a clean pocket? And you saw here, the ability to be on time and accurate through contact, that's what separates the good ones from the rest, and that was a big-time throw right there. Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at, when that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Panthers are able to get it back within a score. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense and Dak Prescott set to take over again. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Dak. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
On 2nd down, it's Dak. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the 1st down.
Dak going to throw it here on 1st down. Into the hands of Pickens. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. On the play fake, Dak. And that is incomplete. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Prescott again. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. Here's Prescott. They'll look to set up the screen here. Trying to find some seam out there, but he will not. They get him behind the line, and 4th down is coming up. On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. This will be from 56 yards away. And he missed it. It's no good. And this is going to remain a 1-possession game.
You know, the hardest part about these missed kicks, Mike, is for all the guys that work so hard to put the ball in position to come away with points. You kind of trot off the field. You're hoping that next possession has a different result.
Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with 1st and 10. In motion comes the tight end, Evans. On 1st down is Young. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
When we met with him during the week, how did he describe himself to us, Mike? He said, I feel like I'm a student of the game. I feel like that's my advantage over my opponent. And as this game's unfolded, it's pretty clear to see why.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. A run with Hubbard. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Young. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Punting time for the Panthers, set to kick this one away. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. To return, it is Turpin. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. First and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. Second down, Prescott. This pass right side caught by Lamb. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. The penalty yardage not quite enough for a first down, so they're still looking at 3rd and inches. And he will get down here as he wisely avoids the contact. Prescott on first down. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Now give on the ground. And he's going to be close to a first down. Looks like he'll have just enough to keep the chains moving. A shotgun snap for Prescott. A ball deep for the end zone. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
a rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Now a second down throw for Prescott. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
Every time a quarterback is sacked, everyone kind of looks around at the offensive line and like, oh, come on, guys, pick it up. I don't think this was on the O-line at all. I think the quarterback is holding on to the ball too long. You know what they say, Mike? Sacks, those are quarterback stats.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Back to throw is Prescott. Here's a screen set up to Williams. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys add on to their lead. Back out is Brandon Aubrey. He had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. On the return, here comes Blackshear. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The home team's offense getting set to get back to work. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Here's the pistol snap to Young. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results.
A throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
That into the hands of Hubbard. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. It's good for a Panther 1st down. Young hands it to Hubbard. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Off the play fake. Here's Young. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
There was tight coverage all across the field. I think the quarterback thought he had the arm strength to fit this one into a pretty small window, but the defense wasn't having it. They were all over it, and I think the quarterback actually got away with one there.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down. Now Hubbard. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. To throw is Young. And that ball incomplete over the middle. Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? A throw left side, taken in by Thielen. The Panthers going to turn things over to the field goal unit. This from an even 50 yards out. Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Panthers are able to get it back within a score. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here's Turpin. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. The drive will start on the ground, and he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. A give, and here comes Williams. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. To throw is Dak. That's brought in right side by Pickens. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker. The Cowboys get their special teams out on the field as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. Blackshear to return. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The home team's offense ready to take over once again. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They motion a receiver right. Young to throw on 1st and 10. They'll set up the screen here to Hubbard. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Here's Hubbard. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. Going up top. And that'll be incomplete. They took their shot downfield. Now, let's check on the flag. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Tremble comes in motion. Young to throw on 1st down. On the ground, this is Hubbard. And there's defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. Receiver in motion, going right. From the gun, it's Young. He's got his man. That's Leggett. First time they've looked his way all game long, but he comes through with the grab and a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
On 1st and 10, here's Young. It's complete to Evans. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. They'll run it here with Hubbard. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal. It's inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line. On the bootleg, it's Young. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Jatavian Sanders was the intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Renfro brought in motion. Throwing on second down, Young. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And they are all over that on defense. Good surge, drops him back. Let's put him at the 9-yard line. Two plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on 3rd and goal. Now Young to the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
Back in the day, Mike, you know how they decided who played offense and who played defense? The guys who caught the ball better played offense, and the guys who couldn't play defense. And now that's obviously not the case anymore. But this is one of those that still gives defensive players a bad rap.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. Well, every bit helps as they draw just a little bit closer. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here's Turpin. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this first down. From the shotgun, it's Dak. This one is complete. It's Pickens. Second and 7. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. Into the hands of Pickens once again. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
To the ground after the penalty. Good result there after the penalty. They get the yardage back and then some.
Really nice job here by the offense getting back that penalty yardage they lost on first down. And typically the rule of thumb is let's pick up half. Let's make second down more manageable. In this case, they do that and some, and now they're in a good spot on second down.
On second down, it's Dak. That is incomplete. Here's a third down and 4. Throwing is Prescott. And that is incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
And this is going to work out for them. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. The Panthers offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Young. To get this complete, it's Thielen over the middle. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. A first carry now for Rico Dowdle. And that'll be a gain of 2 and a first down. Here's Young. Throw left side, pulled in by Evans. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
On the ground, it's Dowdle. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down. They'll go play action with Young. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
And he's going to make a fair catch just beyond his own 40-yard line. The Cowboys offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. Up the middle they go. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. A shotgun snap for Prescott. To the left side, caught by Lamb. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Dak to throw. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down, and bring him down for a sack.
It is 3rd and 10. Prescott now. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
Oh, that is just a backbreaker for a defense. You find yourself trailing here in the second half, Mike. You've got to find a way to come up with a stop. Not only do they let him escape the pocket, but he's able to pick up enough yards and pick up the first down.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Handoff here, up the middle. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Second down and 3. They'll stick with him again. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the 1st down. Nice gain of 5. They'll stay on the ground. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. To the ground, he'll get it again. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
The 3-4 defense, Mike, is predicated on the big man over the center, the nose tackle. He's big, he's strong, he takes up the entire middle of the defense, and that's exactly what we just saw in that play. He makes the stop for no gain.
Oh, bad time to run out of time. They don't get the playoff on 3rd and short. So, instead of 3rd and short, it's now 3rd and 6. They'll drop to throw. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And he's got the 1st down. A great job looking at engaging where the marker is and getting there to set up 1st and goal. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win here for the visiting Cowboys. They're able to get the job done in front of a hostile crowd as they come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, We say so long, everyone.